What's up, everyone? We're in take two of making this Bluebeam video because I recorded it and didn't realize it was on mute, so that's always fun. Anyway, we're going to walk through deploying Revu 21.9 and kind of how we do it. We kind of keep it as simple as possible. So you'll just come to like your download page, your download center, go to deploying as an administrator. Here you'll get the MSI download. I've already got this downloaded, so I'm not going to download it again, but we'll open it up. Excuse me. Just to show the file contents. So this is everything you get inside the MSI download. Here is my input folder, so you can see grabbed 3 files from this: the 2 installers and the uninstall previous versions text file. I take this and literally just copy it in and rename it. I remove spaces for just file pathing when I'm scripting for it, even though it's not a complicated script, and just make it a command file. What that's going to do is remove every version of Bluebeam on the computer before it installs. Just gives you a clean base to make sure there's no issues from the previous version or anything like that. If you need some of these required files, you can have them. You can add them in. These are all pretty much always installed on our version of Windows 11 by default, so we don't worry about them. You can always do it as an enterprise app as well inside Intune if that's something you have a license for the enterprise apps. So all this stuff is here. Again, we just take 1, 2, and 3, and we bring it into our input folder. Our PowerShell script is super simple. See, we call our command file to uninstall everything, run the OCR install, then we run the main Revu install, and that's that. So we're gonna do that.
I found this on the web.
Apparently, my phone decided it heard me. So we're gonna bring up PowerShell and go to our Intune folder, go to our input folder. Now this actually restarted my computer the first time as doing the uninstall, so keep that in mind. This will run through. What you're seeing now is it running through that uninstaller file, basically looking for every version of Bluebeam to uninstall. Once it doesn't see anything there, it's going to then do the 2 installs. So you could probably add a quiet. You could add something to not cause the restart. Bluebeam has always been a little touchy with restarts, especially if there's pending Windows ones and stuff like that before installing. So you have that to go by. We're going to let this kind of gear up and run. Can watch it a little bit in Task Manager while it does it. So you can, depending on your antivirus, you can see the Windows one kicking off on my personal computer that I'm running this test script on. So we're going to let this go. So we can see that running. See the Windows installer coming up. So this is going to run our 2 Bluebeam installs. We're just going to give that a minute. In the meantime, I've already deployed this in my office, so we're going to look at some of the settings just while that installs, so we can take a better look. Now, you see this, you see it's making its rounds. We got a lot of pending installs. A lot of that has to do because there might be a restart or because they might have something open in Bluebeam, something like that. We get some of the fails because of that, things like that. So it'll start to churn through, start installing everything. All this is automated. You don't have to worry about anything, but it'll make its rounds. If they have a lot of Windows updates pending, sometimes that will force a restart before you can get anywhere, but we'll look at kind of the app properties. and go from there. So let's look at this. We're going to look here under program to kind of see what we're calling. So you can see our install command line. We're calling PowerShell, doing the execution bypass, and calling our PowerShell script. Super easy. This uninstall command here is actually going to come from your registry key. So as soon as this is done, which it might be, not quite yet. So, oh, it should be. Let's take a look at the registry. And we will find, oh, actually it's not finished. I'm gonna let this kind of go for a little bit, but we'll hop back to here. So this will come right out of your registry. There's an uninstall string in the registry key. So as soon as that's done installing, we can look at that. But it's pretty clean and straightforward way of doing it and getting your uninstall command. Our detection rule, again, we use the uninstall string. So you can see we find it under uninstall and we target the display version because that's always the version it is. And that's kind of it. So a few things while this is going. Just because I haven't done it on my machine yet, but we go look at the output file. You can see this is a little under 2.5 gigs of a file. Not too big in terms of this. It'll download really fast from Azure to your machines and get going and kind of spin off and run. It definitely makes it pretty simple to put everything with a clean install and kind of get you from there. But that is the gist of it. That's pretty much all we do. We're going to give this a few more minutes to kind of finish up its install, and then we'll go through and look at the registry key. But I'm going to mute for just a second so I don't cough. All right, and then just to point out the registry key. So here we go. We got the registry key here. We got the uninstall string that I mentioned earlier kind of here. This will be our target when we look at detection rule. So that will point that out, and then that'll be what you do. So you fill that out in the page, and you're pretty much ready to go. That's kind of it. So hope you all have a good one, and we'll get some more videos posted. Sorry, it's been a little bit before posting some.